it in terms of community. Don't think of it in terms of us or them. Think of it in terms of a community that has many layers and faces. You're part of a multilateral community. Every single one who walks into a state assembly is also walking into a county assembly. Because why? Because you live within a county that is within a state. It's like, Russian nesting boxes, you got the little doll in the middle, and then you got the bigger dolls out from the outside. Well, it's the same thing. And none of them can be undermined or harmed without bringing harm to the whole. Right. So, concentrate on building your state. And I know this has been an object of concern and consternation and wonderment. Why should we build the state first? Shouldn't we build the county first and then build up from there? Well, the fact is that when you build the counties, you're building a different state. Okay, when you build the counties, you're building a union state out of the union of all those counties. And your union state has no voice in international affairs. So do you want at this moment to have no voice and no presence in the international stage? You'd better hope not. Okay, you want your international state active. You want to be able to speak to the rest of the world and prove that you exist and that your government is still here. So cease and desist, right? If you've got the largesse to build a county, and there are a few places in this country where we have the resources and the people and everything to build a county assembly, well, we're kind of testing the process there. But be aware, you're not competing against the state assembly. The state assembly is its own thing. It's its own jurisdiction, and you have a part of that too. And you need to be involved in your state assembly and promoting it and helping it to grow and to function and to be fully functional before you worry about doing your county assembly for the most part, because the state assembly is not only where we logistically end up after we come home from the sea, right? But it's also the voice that we desperately need in international affairs, because we have been misrepresented as having no longer existing and having been vacated from the land and soil. So we desperately need to get our states properly grounded and set up and standing, doing what they need to do. And then, as we can, build up the counties to build the union state behind it. Each and every one of you walked in and you were someone from, say, Pierce County, Wisconsin, or Yavapai County, Arizona, okay? You have a state and you have a county, and you're responsible for both. But at the present time, our focus is on building the state, not the county, because number one, the state is our doorway back home. We can't get to a county without going through a state. And so we need to have our states up and operating as we are bringing all these people in from the sea jurisdiction to the land jurisdiction. All right? So that's number one. This is why we have the states first. This is why we did not organize the county level first. All right? There's a direct connection between the sea and the land. They're both international jurisdictions. They go together like peas and carrots, okay? So you've got these two jurisdictions that butt up against each other just like this, and you can easily go from the sea to the land or from the land to the sea. But you can't get to the soil until you go to the land.
Right.
This is the state we're building, the land jurisdiction state, known as the State of the Union. All of the members of the Federation of States are states of the Union, and all of the states that are formed from the counties are union states. The union states control the national soil jurisdiction. And
Right.
that's why we're called nationals. Okay. But
Exactly.
the states of the union, union states, states of the union, are our international voice. They're the ones that conduct international business. They're the ones that stand for you in international affairs. And they're the members of the Federation of States, which has the ability and the mandate to represent the states in international affairs according to the best interest of the states in international affairs. So, in order for you to have a government that's present, that can function, that can make decisions, you have to have your state assembly up and rolling. We were only able to do the things we've done, such as enrolling the Western states as true states of the Union. We could only do that because your state assemblies were in General Assembly and we could pose the question and take a roll call vote.
Right. That's exactly right.
Okay.
You know, if there's one clip everybody takes out of this session, it's this discussion right here. Because our jobs of our counties right now, while our states are forming, are outreach and education. That's really true, because without the outreach, we won't have people. And you won't have people to really organize your county. And without the people, without them being educated, you're not going to have enough people to really run your county assembly knowledgeably enough to really do good. And so our concentration isn't on standing our counties, it's on getting people in our counties, outreaching and educating them. Then you can
talking to your neighbors, getting to know your neighbors. Who else in your county is a member of the state organization? What are the county's issues? You can research and develop all of this without any kind of acrimony or competition or criticism or nothing. You can just get together and say, okay, well, this is our county, and we've identified ourselves as Americans, and okay, so what are the issues that are facing our county?
Right. We don't have to worry about who's king of the heap. We need to worry about how we're going to get a heap.
There are no kings. There are no kings in our world.
No kings in our world, right?
We have neighbors. We don't have